Dayan. My ID number is 133444. I would like to invite you guys to come in Cebu and meet me. Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday night for our live Wednesday night webcast that we do with the wonderful Ronna, the goddess of all things Filipino.
Thank you.
Ronna, thank you so much for being here
Oh,
tonight.
I'm glad and happy to be here. Oh my God, so much.
You know, you make the whole screen so much more delightful to watch.
Thank you.
Much easier on the eyes, guys, isn't it? Yes. It's a wonderful thing. So, guys, for you, those of you that are new to all this, this is our Philippine show. Every Monday night, we do a general webinar where we talk about all the different aspects of international dating and what happens once you meet that special someone, and all things international from all the different cultures, whether it's Ukraine, Eastern European, or Latin America, or Asia. But we also dedicate every other Wednesday night to all things Filipino. And this show is really dedicated to those of you that are most interested and intrigued with the Filipino culture, the beautiful Filipino women, as you can see right next to me, and all that great stuff. So we do have Ronna, who's going to be with us tonight and help us navigate our way through all this stuff that's happening. We got some really, really cool surprises for you tonight as well, because we do have a tour going on right now in Cebu, and your husband happens to be there too. Right?
Yes, he's been doing stuff and making this video.
So we have video. We actually have video of the tour that we're going to show you tonight that is going on right now. This tour is actually still in progress, so some guys are still there. That guy lost his face. I don't know what happened. It's a surgery that they have to, all these guys, they have the problem. This is hilarious. I'm watching this like, what happened to these guys' faces? They're all on America's Most Wanted, and they're just trying to, make sure that no one sees them. So anyways, guys, this is footage that we just got. And it's really cool to see the room, see how this works. I know we've done this for 24 years. You've seen tons of this before, but this is brand new, and it is a wonderful, wonderful thing. All right, so we are going to talk about a few different things tonight. We have, like I said, some surprises for you. We have 3 different clips. Why don't you explain the clips?
First clip is our Friday night socials that happened just this Friday, like 3 days ago, or 2 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 days ago. So it's recently, and it's for you guys. It's your first time to see the Cebu tour in August. For August, and then the second is the pool party. Yes. And then the third is a proposal.
Yeah, you can actually see
We're so
a
happy,
live
yeah.
proposal that happened during this very tour. So stay tuned for that, guys. That's going to be coming up in just a little bit. Now, we have a really cool poll question for tonight as well. And that poll question is, how long would you court a Filipina before proposing marriage?
Marriage. Yes.
Very interesting question, guys. Very interesting question, because that can vary with so many different factors, right? So we're going to get into that a little bit. We're going to ask Ronna, not right now, but we're going to get into Miss Ronna on that question here in just a little bit, because she actually did meet her husband through a foreign affair. And Ronna, why don't you share that story very, very quickly with the guys, because we always get new guys on and they may not understand who you are. So let's talk a little bit about who you are. You are from where?
I'm from Davao City, of course, and I met Rob through AFA. And we met each other like so I met him, and then we fell in love to each other, and then there's some quite difficulties because of the time the time that I have at work. So, and he met me 3 times, and then he just figured out that I'm the same person. So he was so shocked. And then he just once he figured it out that I'm the same person, when we got a date together. So it happens that I'm late, and I took courage. I asked one of the AFA's staff to meet him finally and talk to him, and then hola. We're married now.
All right. So guys, I love it that we're getting a lot of answers to the poll question. That's great. But when you answer the poll question, you also need to ask a question for the wonderful Ronna. Don't worry about me so much. This is about Ronna. So ask Ronna any questions that you have about the wonderful Filipino women, because that's important. We want you to be one of these guys right there that you see in the footage. And you got to be able to feel comfortable to do that, and one of the ways is asking questions, and this is a great opportunity for you to do that. There's also going to be another opportunity, before we get going too far into the show, coming up on September 7th in Las Vegas. Tanya and I will be in Las Vegas. We're not doing any gambling. I'm not a huge gambler. Do you like to gamble?
No.
Are you a gambler? You don't like to gamble? No.
I will only spend $5.
$5, that's it?
That's enough.
All right. Tanya lets me spend about 20, and then she starts getting mad at me. Well, we will be in beautiful downtown Vegas doing the seminar. Well, actually, it's not downtown, but it's a strip, but whatever. And we would love to see you guys on the 7th of September there. If you can't make the Vegas seminar, then please come to New York on the 14th, and I will be there as well doing the seminar. And a seminar is a great opportunity to come meet us, ask questions, meet other guys that have been through this, get some fantastic food, and also some really actually fantastic seminar-only discounts that you only get, that's thus the term seminar only, that you only receive if you do attend the seminar. Because you have to listen to me talk, and we should reimburse you for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, all right.
Discounts, guys.
So we're going to start going through some of your poll questions here, and then Ronna will soon introduce the first clip, I think, of the social footage that's just going on now. And then we'll get to the pool party clip, and then ultimately, the clip of a couple actually getting engaged. I mean, that's amazing. It's so cool. I'm so proud. All right. The first question here is, how do I court a lady before marriage?
Oh, of course. There should be like flowers, just small stuff, chocolates and teddy bears or something. Yeah.
It's courtship.
Yeah, of course.
It's courtship. You got to go do things.
Show your feelings.
Yeah.
Show your sincerity, your love.
Use your imagination.
Care.
You can do all kinds of strange things. When you're in love, and I think that the scientists have really come down with this, that you're clinically insane. Okay? So, you're kind of crazy. And so when you're in love, you can do crazy things. You can get away with it. You just say, I'm in love. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the same as being kind of like insane. It's for a short period of time. It doesn't last forever. But when you get into that in love state, your imagination thinks of things that you would never have thought of before, and you have to act on those things and impress that woman and make her understand that you would do anything to make her yours. That's all about courtship, right?
Yes,
right?
it's
all right.
true.
Cool. All right, so that's how you court a lady before you're married. After you're married, you just forget about all that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. No.
Don't you forget about it.
I am joking. You can't forget about it because you won't be married long if you forget about it. You have to keep it up. It's hard work, but it's worth it. Eddie says that he would say, the answer to our poll question, he would say about 6 months to a year. Takes time to get to know a lady and to build a relationship. All right, 6 months to a year, I'll give you that.
Yes.
Ian says courting would last between 0 to 12 months. And the exact amount of time would depend not on me, but on the wishes of the Filipina and her family. I like the way you put 0 in there, Ian. What are you going to do? You're going to say hello and you're going to be married? I mean, interesting, but okay.
Yeah, there's someone happened to too.
Mark says I'd probably court her for 6 months. Mark's got the 6-month rule. That's it. 6 months, that's it. If you're not ready, I'm done. Oh, okay. I can see that.
There's a good thing about AFA though.
Then Mr. 81 says if the chemistry is right, it shouldn't take long at all. I would say 3 to 6 months. He wants to know how many Filipinos can you invite to a social? Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
Keep saying 100 to 150 ladies per social, so that's
Usually, it's going to be
Yes.
somewhere around there, yeah. Somewhere in that ballpark. It depends on the number of men and a lot of different factors, but somewhere in that ballpark for the Philippine socials is about right. All right. All right, before I get to some of these other answers, I think we are going to ask Miss Ronna here, the goddess of all things Filipino, and someone who I can't talk tonight. See, I didn't have the Mountain Dew, and now I can't talk, right? And someone who herself has been through this process, right?
Yes.
So she should know better than any of us. So Ronna, please tell us, what do you think is a good court? What was the courtship time for you?
Courtship time for me is about a week or two.
It was a week or two?
Yeah, a week or two.
By the time that you met Rob, and by the time that you said the I do, or not the I do, but yes to his question.
It's actually exact of 9 days.
9 days.
We met October 8th, and then October 17th we got engaged.
See, now some people, and what we're seeing here, would say that's fast. Did you feel comfortable with doing it that quickly?
Yeah, because for the time being that we get date, and then I already feel the connection. I already feel the chemistry. And then the thought of having him around is so special. And then when he got proposed to me, of course I would love to spend more time with you like that. And then it's the explanation that he gave me is that I don't want to leave Davao City without you being engaged with me.
So he was worried someone else was going to scoop you up?
He knows that I'm in AFA, and there probably someone who's gonna make move on me. So make him delete her on the profile, please. He said.
Well, Rob's a smart guy. I got to give that to Rob. So, okay. Guys, this happens more than you think, right? Where I've been on many, many tours where many of the guys got engaged during the tour. Because one of the reasons that can happen so quickly with us, with a foreign affair, is because when you go to these social events, when you join the agency, you join that agency with the intent of trying to find someone for your life relationship, of marriage, right? And Rob wanted to find someone for life marriage, for his soulmate. And so when you go to an organization that is helping those two people come together, it's so much easier to find each other that things get sped up.
Yes.
And it's just like it moves a lot quicker. It's not like, oh, I'm going to the bars and I'm meeting all these different women. Some are interested, some aren't. Some,
just playing around.
Yeah, playing around, or they're married, or they're this or that. But when you go to one of these events, the vast majority, there might be some people playing games, but the vast majority of the women have gone through this process. And you had to go through the process to join. And, they ask you all these questions and they let you know this is serious. This is for marriage, basically. And And you say, yes, I understand that. That's what I want, right? And then, boom, it just happened for you, right? But it didn't just happen. You were on the site for about 3 years, right?
Yes.
So it took time to find the right man for you. But once you found the right man, you knew it,
yes,
right?
I knew it. He's the one.
Right. So please understand, guys, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, some guy came over and Ronna said yes, and that was it. She was on the site for 3 years. She met other men, but it wasn't the right man until Rob came, right?
Yes, of course.
All right. All right, good. All right, so a week. All right, that's good.
Yeah. But before we get married, there's still time for us to getting really deeply know each other.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. So you said yes. Did you go off to the church the next day and get married?
No,
of course not. So it was about how long of a time frame was it from the point that you said yes, I will marry you, until you actually walked down the aisle, which I was at.
Yes,
right?
it's 14 months.
14 months.
Yes.
So during that 14-month period, you obviously were talking to each other. You were obviously, Rob came
back for like 7 times.
7 times,
yes.
okay.
And he went to work to Cebu, so I flew over to Cebu to help him out. Of course, to spend time with him too. So,
right.
Yeah.
So it's not like you met him in 1 week or 9 days later you got married. You met him 9 days later. You knew that this is the man that you want to marry, and then for all those other months, a year, you got to know him more and more, and it just confirmed your first idea that yes, this is what I want to do.
It also helps the connection between you. It strengthens your relationship on the long distance relationship. How patient you are to each other.
That's
how
true.
the love, the eagerness to someday are gonna meet again each other in person, not just in camera.
That's true. All right. All right. I think we should probably get to our first clip.
Yes,
Introduce it, please.
Okay, our first clip is the Friday night socials, and this is what happened. This is this will be your what you experience when you come to the tours that we have. Here we go.
Hi guys, the Miss Ronna. It's me, Jenny Marie, ID 183440. And today is the day. You've been waiting for it. You've been dreaming about it. And several of you even took the plunge and showed up. That's right. We are here at the Cebu August Socials, and it's going to be one heck of a party. In just a few minutes, a couple dozen guys are really going to have their dreams come true. They're going to walk up that elevator through these doors and be greeted by 100 women or more who came here this evening just to meet them. This is what it's all about. Men are coming from around the world to meet so very many women. And a number of these women are going to have their dreams come true as well. Because I promise you, before this tour and these socials are over, a lot of people are going to get engaged. When the guys go through these doors, many of them are walking in to greet their wife. Maybe they don't know her name or what she looks like, that she's there and he's about to meet her. That's the real magic of the socials. And now, the moment all the ladies have been waiting for. Here come the guys!
kick things off, the guys take the time to introduce themselves to the ladies. It wouldn't be an AFA social without an amazing buffet spread. And digging in is your next destination. Dinner is a great time to mingle and strike up a conversation while you are filling up your plate. Looking around and seeing who you might really be interested in is a good idea also. As you are enjoying your meal, you can get to know some of the ladies at your own table. That's good, as you won't be there long. Your short stay at your own table is because of one of the most exciting aspects of the socials being up next, table hopping. To give you the best chance of making a moment and finding your future wife, you will have the opportunity to meet every woman invited to the socials. Over the course of the evening, each gentleman will move to each of the tables to see if sparks fly and chemistry is created. Next up is the Miss AFA competition. The most beautiful and charming women are chosen to see who will be crowned Miss AFA at the end of the evening, as voted on by the men themselves. This gives the ladies a chance to present themselves solo and show off their style. Once the winner has been crowned, it's time to really liven up the socials with the games. Like every other part of the socials, the games are designed to give you the best opportunity to create a memory that will last a lifetime with a partner who will be sharing their life with you. Some games are designed to make you laugh and enjoy yourself. Others are designed to help you get up close and personal with the potential partner. You've never experienced anything quite like an AFS Socials event, and you never will unless you go and try it for yourself.
So that's it for night one. We hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that the socials have to offer. There's only one thing better than seeing the socials though, and that's experiencing it for yourself. And all these women are waiting to meet you. Now, as we send it back to you in the studio, Mr. Ronna, here's a special message from all the ladies at the socials night one.
Hi, Miss Ronna. Please bring us more guys.
That was so cool. I love the message they gave to you, Miss Ronna.
Yes, we're working on it, so don't
Bring
you worry.
more guys.
But
Yes.
guys, help us.
Guys, did you notice that was a great video? It showed you guys have seen the videos of our socials in the past, so you've seen this. This is one that just happened a few days ago, right? So it's cool that you can see this right now. But did you notice? Look right there in the corner. Can you stop that, Kirk? No, I don't know if you can stop that. But anyways, there's those boxes that you saw. No,
Yes,
not there.
in
You got to
front.
go back a little bit. Go back the other way. Those boxes in the
that
right there.
one.
Stop. So see in the far corner there, you see those boxes on the table. Those boxes all have the name of a gentleman and a picture of the gentleman. Ronna, what is the purpose of those boxes?
Yes. Those boxes are intended for the ladies who wants to show appreciation, to send a message for them to those guys that they like, that they are interested to. So we're gonna write a letter. Hi, I'm Ronna. I wanted to, if it's possible, I want to date with you, like that, or you look so nice, your eyes, I love your eyes, I love your smile, and then put their ID number, and then put it in the box. Yes,
Really?
yes.
So it's kind of like Valentine's Day, guys, right?
yeah.
You know, you get in there, you get that box of Valentines, and it's so cool. And, this is the only location that we do this in with these boxes. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but that's the only location that we do that. And I think it's a really neat thing. I guess the culture there just lends itself to that. And every guy, I think, ends up with just at least one.
Yes, no, it's actually a lot. Yeah, they actually have a lot because they open it after the night, and then they share to us like, oh, I received this letter, and then this lady sent a lips.
I was just thinking, I can't imagine some of the things that those guys get to see when they open up their box.
They're excited.
So there's got to be some really cool things going on there. I like that. It's a great deal. It really is. So that's just really fun to see. All right. We're going to go back to some questions because we have two more clips to get to here. One of the really cool pool party that we were talking about last time, right? And we
Yes,
actually did
yeah,
it.
that's
So you'll see a little bit of the footage of that. And then we have an engagement, a live engagement, where you could actually see the man propose to the woman and the presentation of the ring and the whole bit. So that's coming up. So hold on, guys. All right. Ronna, what does it
Yes.
mean when a Filipino tells you to get some rest and eat your meal in time?
Oh, okay. What? I'm sorry.
What does it mean when a Filipino tells you to get some rest and eat your meal in time?
Yes, because we cared so much for those who we love, and eating is one of the chance to get more energy for your body, and then rest, because we saw a lot of Americans, especially to those who we love that they're so busy, they have a lot of things to do, and of course your mind is so if you keep on using your minds, it makes you more tiring.
Right.
So get some rest and eat. So take
Right.
time.
Take care of yourself.
Take a pause. Give yourself a rest, guys.
Years and years ago,
Yes.
good guys, we've been doing this for 24 years. So years and years ago, Tanya was doing quite a few of the phone translations. She doesn't really do them anymore. But when she would do one with a Filipino woman, I would come home and she'd say, it's amazing how thoughtful and caring the Filipino women are. They're always asking the man, did he eat well? And is he sleeping? I mean,
Yes.
this
Every
question
day.
reminded me of these
We
things
call
because
it-
Tanya was telling me this years ago. Yeah. We call it what?
Yeah, we call it. We tell it to our loved ones, not like 5 times a day.
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
Every day. Yes.
Good. Well, it's important. You have to take care of yourself. You only get one you.
Yeah.
All right. So David says the answer to the poll question is 3 to 6 months. Then he also wants to know, how well do non-Europeans have a chance in Cebu?
Yeah, well, actually, ladies in Cebu, ladies in the Philippines are non-judgmental. Yeah,
Okay.
they're not into like physical appearance.
Okay.
They're what's in you, what's inside you, what's in your heart.
So all nationalities would be
yes.
welcome without a
Yes.
problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. David says about 3 months. And then he's also saying, will women from near Davao, so women around Davao, come to the Cebu social?
No.
Probably not.
It's an it's like a different island, so
You'd have to fly. Right?
yes, you gotta fly to Cebu
Yeah.
for an hour.
So probably not. You're gonna have to go to Davao to see them. Now, if you've been corresponding with someone in person there and there's a really strong connection, she may want to come see you when you're in Cebu. You may help her with the flight and hotel and stuff like that, but that's a
Yeah,
whole
that's
nother
true.
level and and we could talk about that. Chuck wants to know, should we bring cash, US dollars, with us when on the AFA tour? If so, how much? And does it depend on which country, such as the Ukraine, Colombia, or the Philippines? Well, of course, you got to bring
that.
that.
Yeah. It's more or less 50 pesos per dollar. So at least you can have your cash there. Yeah.
And you're going to want to bring US dollars. When you bring cash with you guys, make sure that it's brand new, that it's really clean. There's no stamps on it, no cuts on it, no rips or tears, because it's very difficult to exchange into local currency, which you'll need to do if it is damaged in any way. That's important. And it depends on your spending habits on how much you're going to bring, not so much on the country you're going to. I would say things are relatively less expensive in the Philippines than most places we go. So you'll probably go through less money. It's kind of hard to spend a lot of money at restaurants and stuff in the Philippines. You have to work hard at it to do that. Whereas in Colombia and the Ukraine, you could probably go through money a little bit faster at some of the restaurants, but it's still less expensive pretty much than it is here in the States.
That's true.
So,
and you can exchange your dollar everywhere. Yeah, like it's nearby.
The exchange rates are easy.
Yeah.
So the stuff, see, that's one of the reasons that you want to take a tour with us instead of trying to go over on your own and reinvent the wheel. We've been doing this a long time. We know where to go do all these things. So when you get there, you'll be told, okay, go here, you'll get the best exchange rate. Go here to buy the best water. Go here to do the thing you have to do for your phone. Do this, do this, do this, do this. And then all you have to worry about is which wonderful, beautiful women you want to go out on dates.
You're the one.
Yeah. And that's, you don't want to spend half of your trip just figuring out what to do, where to go, and how to get this done and that done. That's ridiculous.
Sometimes they get lost.
Yeah. So this is one of the things that is an advantage to taking the tour that we really don't talk about. But it's the learning curve. Your learning curve is so much sped up because of everything that we're doing that you just don't have to worry about it. All right, next one. Poll question. 1 week if she was awesome. Yes! See, Ronna, 1 week, you're awesome, you're there.
Yeah.
See?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Sly, see, but this is Sly. Sly knows what he's doing. This is why his nickname's Sly. He's a smart guy.
One of our viewers.
But he knows what he's doing. John, in all your years of experience, how many tours does the average marriage-minded man take to find a bride? Not average, I know it varies, but average. Yeah, it still varies a lot, Sly. Hard to say. And you put a very good disclaimer in there, or qualifier, I should say, which is marriage-minded, right? Sometimes you get guys on the tours that aren't quite as marriage-minded as they should be, right? Or as realistic as they should be. I mean, and so we've been doing these for a long time, and we've seen all kinds of different things from both the men and the women. And again, for the most part, I think the vast majority of the men and the women are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you have some that are just playing games. But you're going to get that no matter what you do, because you're dealing with real people, human beings, and you would almost expect it. Because if it wasn't like that, then it would probably just be all kind of set up, and you don't want that. So to answer your question, I would say, if I had to say something, I would say 2 to 3. Probably somewhere in that range.
Per tour, yeah.
2 to 3 tours maybe to where you find, but I can tell you that many men will find their soulmate on the first tour. Happens all the time. But it just really depends. It really does. The stars have to be aligned.
How you work it together.
Yeah. All right. Then we have Bob. It says, John, I hate to throw the poll question back to you, but doesn't the girl's family expect a certain timetable when a guy should pop the question to a girl, as far as how long a guy should wait? It should be when a guy falls in love with a girl and not before, which, if you recall, you, John, were saying it was sometime after you met your wife before you wanted to get married, and which is the right thing to do. Yeah, everybody, Bob, will go in a different way. I was a lot more cautious, so I wasn't ready to say, yes, Tanya, let's get married right after, we met, like a week after we met. But I knew in my mind that that's what I wanted to do. I just didn't have quite the courage that Rob had to pop the question to Ronna, although, not that I'm just like a big scaredy cat. What I did do is that I kept in very, very close contact with Tanya, and I kept doing things so that someone wouldn't come in and scoop her up, because she was on the site too. And trust me, I was worried that someone might come in and kind of push me out of the way, because I was acting a little bit slower. But again, I think I understand what Bob's saying, and I'm right there with him. that's not a good reason to ask someone to marry you because you're worried that someone else might find her. If the chemistry's right and if everything is good,
that's true.
then she'll be there for you, right? Unless you wait like 20 years. There's got to be, you don't want to do that. So, there's that fine line for everybody, and everybody's a little bit different. But and another thing too, Bob, is that it's almost kind of the same thing. Rob just had that courage to go out there and say, yes, will you marry me within 9 days after they met? But they didn't get married till how many months?
14 months.
14 months later.
True.
Tanya and I got married about 18 months later. So it was a very close timetable between both of us. We just technically did it a little bit differently, but the thought was the same for both of us, right? Because as soon as I met Tanya that night, we were totally monogamous. At least I was. Tanya, if you're watching, I'm hoping it was
she
mutual.
is, of course.
Well, now, but hopefully during that whole courtship time too. I have to go back. No, I'm just kidding. But that's because we felt that bond together, like you felt that bond together. We just didn't verbalize it with me getting down on one knee asking her to marry me right away. But it was kind of like this implied thing between Tanya and I. But I wanted to do something kind of different when she got here to the States, which I did. I'll tell that story one of these days. I don't go into that very often, but I did this kind of crazy engagement thing, which she almost broke her ankle, and we almost started a wildfire and all these crazy things. But sometimes I get a little weird. All right. Next question. Hi, John and Ronna. I will be in Cebu the middle of next month through the Asian Club. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic, Eric. That's great. You're a type 2 diabetic. Can I find diet soda in Cebu?
Yes, there is.
There's diet soda?
Yes.
You can find that.
There's a lot of diabetic person in the Philippines is eating sweets. Yeah, we love sweets. So.
All right. But you know what, Eric? Congratulations for going over to Cebu. That's
Eric,
great.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing.
Eric was one of the emailing it.
Oh, you've been working with Eric?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations. And if we had our applause machine, we would have, there's our applause machine. We're getting together back there. That sounded pretty good over there. All right. What? Did you get someone to spend some money in this place? That's amazing. I love it. People are so cheap sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Eddie wants to say, how long did it take before Rob met your family and got your father's blessing?
Oh, actually, before he asked my permission to get engaged, he already met my father and my family and ate some Pinoy foods there.
Really?
Yeah, I just want to. I invited him before. I don't know if I didn't know that he's going to propose to me, but I still want to know. I want my family to know that this is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy. I don't know.
This is the guy.
I'm in Sue.
So he got your father's blessings, though.
Yes, right? Before that.
Before that. See? It went fast, but it went the right way, and that's good.
Yeah.
And your family was okay with it going that fast?
And then the thing is that most of the ladies who registered in this in AFA, they already told their parents that I'm in AFA. I'm really looking forward to find my husband.
Right. Cool. All right, I think we need to go to our second clip because our time is going by very quickly. So Ronna, why don't you go ahead and introduce the second clip?
Our second clip is our pool party that just happened 1 day ago or 2 days ago. 1 day ago. So here is it, guys. Have fun and look what we have here.
Jenny Marie, ID 183-440 here. Hello, Miss Ronna, and a big hello to all you guys out there. Wish you were here, and you will wish you were here too. When I tell you where we're coming from today, we are here at the Cebu August Social Pool Party. Some very fortunate guys are going to have the chance to enjoy a dip with some of the charming and delightful ladies of Cebu. Nothing creates intimate moments like time together in the pool, with nothing between you but aqua and opportunity. Let's have a look at all the fun.
it. Call up Michelle and get a plane ticket down here.
We were counting on the weekdays. Time with you has a halo. Nights are losing all of their taste, all of their taste. Way up here looking at you, never coming down, down. When you fall right into it, we listen to silence, crashing into deep end, falling. Feel the burn in the daylight, keep you up all through the night. Look at you and you don't mind, falling, falling, all in, captivate me, falling, all in, falling, captivate me, falling, falling, I'm all in, and we're falling, falling, all in, oh.
All right, that's it for the Cebu August Socials Pool Party. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing just how fun it really is in the Philippines. And if you're at home, don't get jealous. Just get over here and try it for yourself. You've been watching me, Jenny Marie, ID 183440. And I'll see all of you guys out here in January. Now, as we sign off, here's a special message from the pool to you, Ms. Ronna.
Thank you, Miss Ronna.
Please bring us more guys.
You weren't there. Why?
Very interesting there, Miss Ronna. They want you to bring more guys again.
Yes, but it's working. We have dozens of guys over there who attended the Cebu tour. Some other guys went to the pool party. Some other guys have their date scheduled. So, and pool party is really nice to have a change of pace and then relaxing and then meet more girls.
Okay, I have a quick question for you. Yes, we do. By the way, yeah, I mean, kudos to all you guys that are on this tour. You guys, we just basically sold out that tour. So many of you guys went on this one. I love it. It's great. And that's wonderful because that means you're out there, you're interacting, you're giving yourself that opportunity to meet in person and make something happen. But, I'm watching that video and even the announcer, she does a great job and all that. But what is the secret that Filipino women have that make them look so young throughout their whole life? I mean, I've seen this now. Even when women are in their 40s and 50s, they look so much younger. Is there some kind of secret?
Yes, there is a secret. There's a secret that is visible to everyone, which is our smile.
Your smile?
Yeah.
Is that your secret? That you look so young?
Did you know that when you smile, there's actually more muscles that has been exercised on your face than when you smile. Yeah.
So it keeps your face in shape and it stops it from aging prematurely?
The wrinkles and then the
Very interesting.
buttocks.
Because Filipino women do smile a lot.
Yeah.
It's great. I love that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the advantage is also the small feature that we have, the shape.
Small. Yeah, okay. Yes. I'll give you that. Cool. All right, let's keep moving up here to some more of the guys' questions. You guys have some great questions. Jerry says, Johnny Ronna, your poll question gave me a chuckle. My ex-wife, who is from Cebu, we met in the States, always called me a turtle. I dated her for 6.5 years before asking, Jerry, what were you thinking, 6.5 years? You are a turtle. I don't think that I'd wait that long again. I hope not. Maybe a year at the most. I have actually not been to the Philippines. I have been using Google Earth to walk around the tour destinations and localities. That's cool. That's a great idea, by the way, guys. Someone else, actually Kirk was talking about that today, that he did that before he went over and did the Google Earth thing just to check it out and stuff. So that's kind of cool. I've been using Google Earth to walk around the tour destinations and localities. I would love to retire there. We get a lot of guys that retire there,
Yes, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And there's incoming too.
don't we? My hobby is flying airplanes as well as exploring on the ground. Would I be safe in the areas and islands around Cebu? Thanks, Jerry.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, of course. You just have to have common sense, of course, not to walk around if you're a foreigner in a dark alley or somewhere. Yeah.
Like my wife did when we were there. She walked down, the police told her not to go this way, but it was a little faster. And she went through all these really dark, weird areas because she was coming from a store. And it's like, yeah, but Tanya, Tanya,
Yeah,
the
once
Russian,
experience,
who I
yeah.
love, but yeah, she can be a little different there. So, okay. Johnson says, about 4 months for the poll question. All right, that's good. How long after getting married in the USA can I bring my new wife back to the Philippines to live? How long after getting married in the USA can I bring my new wife back to the Philippines to live? You want to answer that?
Yeah, but you have to wait for like at least 2 years to get your wife a visa or a citizenship. Because if they're gonna fly back to the Philippines, they might have some problems on getting her back to US. Yeah.
Well, it depends on on how you do it. What Ronna's talking about is within 2 years they're going to want you to come in for another interview here in the U.S. Right? So you don't want to move there permanently right away. Although if you do the adjustment of status right away, and she gets her temporary green card, you don't have to wait. You can go back to the Philippines and visit and stay.
Yes.
But
That's
you don't
true.
want to be gone from the U.S. too long, and I'm
For
not
6
sure.
months.
Something,
yeah, 6 months
Is it
to
6
come
months
back to the
to come
Philippines.
back? Okay.
I mean USA.
To the U.S., yeah, and then you want to go through the after the 2 years, you go through one more interview, and they make sure that the marriage is real and there's no kind of strange things going on or anything, like a sham marriage or something like that, and then they'll give her a 10-year green card where you could go live then and stay,
Yes,
and yeah.
like dual citizenship. We call it dual citizenship.
Well,
for us.
once you get the citizenship,
Yes.
which you can get that just a few years after that 2 year
It's
meeting.
more safer to have dual citizenship because there might be some problems, or you might change your mind when you live in the Philippines and come back for at least there's no problem anymore. Yeah.
No, you definitely should have
Yeah.
it. My wife has both the Russian and U.S. citizenship, as do my children, and I think it's great. They could all leave me, I'd be stuck here, and they could go to Russia.
No, they won't do that.
I don't think so. All right, Ian wants to know, Ronna, I viewed a vast majority of the Cebu Filipinas, but I always see some ladies either at the pool parties or the socials I cannot ID in the list. I will be out there in Cebu in November, so I will want to do that by or at that time. Well, if you want to try and find some of those women, Ian, that are at the pool party that obviously don't have an ID number stuck out of them because there's no place to stick it. But the staff might be able to help you find that. We can't always guarantee that they're going to be able to find that woman. But those women normally have ID numbers somewhere. Kirk's usually really good at figuring that out, or if he can get one of his people to do it. We have a lot of people that work on these things.
You might probably send us a screenshot.
Yeah, send a screenshot. We can try and do what we can for you guys, but you're going to be meeting a lot of women when you go there in November, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yes.
All right, Bob is saying, I'm thinking Ronna had it right. Engaged in 9 days and courted about a year. I'm in my 60s. What is the realistic age difference in the Philippines, and are there any older women at the socials? You missed that age difference question, Bob, on Monday. That was our poll question on Monday, so we cannot answer that today. I'm sorry. We have to go back Monday.
I was just kidding.
All right, you think? All right, I'm kidding. All right, fine. What is a realistic age difference, would you say, Ronna?
Realistic is probably like for a like 20s ladies, like 10 to 30, like that.
So
But
anywhere
it's
between
still
10 to 30
different.
years somewhere?
Yeah.
And you have an age difference of?
30 years.
30?
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Ronna-
proud and I'm happy.
Okay,
So,
you're proud, and that's
yes.
fun. And you know what? You guys are great.
Yeah.
But Rob's not your average, whatever, how old he is. Rob is has a lot of energy. He's active, does all this stuff, right? So you guys seem to be a pretty good fit. Right?
Yes,
and so
because
that's good.
he's the slow-mo and I'm the fast. So we get around, yeah.
Yeah, you guys do. So
We're a team.
So if he's 60, then he could probably find someone 30 and up. Would you say?
Late 20s to 40s. He can also have 40s. We have 40 ladies, 40s.
Yeah, women in their 40s,
Yes.
even in their 50s I've seen, but not as many. So at the socials, are there going to be women in their 40s and 50s attending the socials?
Probably yes, but it still depends on their if they're someone who's going to invite them or they're still active on the site.
So one thing, Bob, you got to think about is when you want to do this, you need to give us a list of the women you think you
yeah,
want to
that's
meet
true.
when you're there, and then we'll do our best to invite those women either to the socials or we'll arrange one-on-one introductions
Dates.
for you while you're there on the tour. So you get the best of both worlds. Between like an individual club type thing or going on a group tour. Obviously the group tour gives you the best of both because you get the socials like you see here where the women are attending the socials. And you also will have one-on-one introductions. So say there's a woman who maybe is a little bit older, say in her late 40s, doesn't feel as comfortable attending the social, but is more than happy to meet you on a one-on-one basis, and you would go out and do that, and we'll set that up for you. So that's not a problem. Our mission, our goal while you are there on a tour is to try and introduce you to as many different possibilities, as many different candidates as we can. Obviously, it's up to you to make something happen. We can only do so much, right? We're going to do what we say we're going to do. And we're going to put a lot of different women in front of you, women who've told us that they are marriage-minded, that they want to find their soulmate, and that they understand that they'll probably have to leave their country if they do find their soulmate, right? So we are charged with doing that, and we do our best to do that. But then you are charged with trying to make something happen once you meet that woman, right? Because you can walk up to a woman that may be perfect, and at first it may not go so well. But you know, if you think that there's a chance here, you need to come back and you need to make it happen. I had to do that with my wife. When I first walked up to her, she kind of blew me off. And then I had to come back a couple times, right? And well, she did.
Yeah,
She just told me
it's
that.
true. That's why it's courtship.
Yeah, so it took me a while to get that, but I was really, really attracted to her. And I'm like, no, this is going to work. You know, so, yeah. All right. And that's the way you would want it, I think, guys, right? So
That's how you work on something that you really want.
all right. So George is saying, what are the age ranges of the men on the tour? So what's
We
the,
have late 20s too, and then 60, 75, like that. Yes.
yeah, I mean, overall, just on, I mean, I can tell you from doing this for so long that we've had, our youngest guy was 21, I believe,
Wow.
and our oldest guy was 91.
Wow.
So we, you know,
See?
yeah, that goes, you know, multiple generations there. But I'd say our average age is going to be about late 40s to early 50s is average. But we get a lot of guys lately in their 30s, even late 20s some, but you know, a lot of guys in their 30s and 40s. So yeah, it just really depends. All right.
Yes.
JJ says, just wanted to say I love your videos. I am married and did it off a dating site. I am married and did it off a dating site, but love how you do the socials. Keep up the good work. The women are great. You must have a
Yes, thank
wonderful
you so
life
much,
there, especially with
JJ.
your name, JJ Golfer, and you get to watch these kind of videos. Who did you marry? You know, that's wonderful because you got it made there, JJ. You're doing well. But
Thank
that
you
is
for
wonderful
support.
that you're just watching. That's great. And I do want to give a shout out to all of our staff. I mean, we have staff here that do an amazing job. Kirk and his whole team, Killian, these guys, they do amazing stuff. And all their interns, all their guys that are working here are great. They do great work.
Of course.
And then we have a tremendous staff in Cebu. And those guys are the ones that really were responsible for getting the video done and to you so quickly. I mean, this tour is still going on, and you're watching this video. And the video that we're going to show you in about 2 minutes is an amazing video that they were able to capture down there, get it edited, get it up, get it to us so that we can get it to you so you can see what happened just hours ago, basically, live with an engagement that we're going to show you in just a couple minutes here. So, you know, they deserve a shout out. They do a great job. It's hard work what they do. We appreciate it. And for someone like JJ to call in and say how he loves the videos, I know that they're proud of that. They take a lot of pride in what they do, and they should. They all do a superb job, and we should be winning more awards. Kirk, what's the deal? We got to submit some of these. Do we get like Emmys or some kind of award? I mean, there should be something out there for us. So we're going to try and do that. You can look into that. We got to look into that. You guys, yeah. All right. I think at this point we're getting close here to where we're going to go to this video. So do you want to set up this video a little bit for us? This is talk about this video.
So this video is about a proposing. Christian is proposing to Mariam, and Miriam had no idea what's going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She has no idea.
Yes.
And
he was
Christian.
asking why. I never thought, because why we're getting a date or something in a special place like that.
Okay.
So guys, here is Christian and Miriam's proposal.
This is a live proposal, guys. You don't see this every day.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look.
I'm so happy and grateful that I met Christopher.
My experience with Foreign Affair has been breathtaking, like no other. The tour, the staff, all of Foreign Affair has been excellent. I don't want to date anyone else. I don't want to meet anyone else. This is the one for me. I have something I want to say, ask you. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. And that's why you always smile when I ask you
What was going on?
what was going on. That's why you smile.
I think I have a tear in my eye.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, I think I do. I mean,
that's
that was moving. That was, look, you went through that, and you're a woman. You're a beautiful woman, obviously, and you went through that. What is she thinking? I mean, what were you thinking when Rob asked you? I mean, what's going through your mind? It's got to be amazing.
He asked him that time. Actually, he hid the ring in the French fry in the pizza.
He hid the ring in the pizza.
Yes.
Ah, jeez, Rob.
It's I thought it's just a normal day, a normal night that we got a date, and then he don't have. I asked. He was a little nervous because he don't know where to hide the ring. He wants to make it special, and then I ordered the food, so that thing I ate a lot of it, and one piece, and then I ate the fries that time, and then he kept on pushing me, eat the pizza, eat the pizza. Wait, eat the pizza right now.
What do you want to do? Like, eat the ring? What happened to eat the ring?
Yeah. So okay, if you like, I'm gonna eat. Then after I ate 2 pieces of pizza, so I think there's something inside. So when I opened, oh my God, really? Is this really it?
So you were pretty surprised.
Yeah, and then I was too surprised, and like I'm out of words that you didn't say yes yet. No, I didn't yet, because I gave my hand to him. So, yeah,
sweet. It's got to be an amazing feeling, right? Because you don't know, and then the man knows because he's prepared for it. So in this particular moment, he knows what's going to happen, but the woman's just kind of sitting there. She has no clue, and then all of a sudden, will you marry me? This is the rest of your life. It's just got to be like a ton of bricks coming down. And you're like, and yes,
true.
and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's so.
This is why I love what we do.
real, like,
I was talking to someone today, and he was saying, you've been at this for almost a quarter of a century. You ever going to retire? I'm like, retire from what? You retire from work. This isn't really work, because if you love what you do, then you never work. And so, why would you retire?
But we actually aware on this tour, right? And going to right now, we heard of 2 engagements, but. Though we only got 1 video from the.
Yeah, I was talking to Rob earlier, and he said that there are 2 engagements thus far, and the tour is still going on. So I'm sure there'll be more, and that's wonderful. I mean, but even if you go on one of these tours, guys, and you don't get engaged, you don't meet the woman of your dreams. That doesn't mean that it's a failure. It doesn't mean that the experience in and of itself is well worth the price of admission, and it will open your eyes to the opportunity, so that you'll go back again, because once you go, you'll want to go back again. I say this almost every show, but the biggest complaint I had was when the guy came to me and said, John, the biggest complaint I have about this tour is that it worked and I can't do it again. Because it is enjoyable, guys. We have a couple more questions we got to get to, and then I got to go, because last time when we went over, you should have seen the letter I got from the union. Oh my God, they were mad. How dare you keep these poor people here? Also, they got to go home too. They have families. Wine, wine, wine. So we can only stay for so long, because apparently they do have families. All right, so let's go to Mark says, Ronna, are the socials done in the same hotel that you stay in?
Yes, we do. At socials, no. I'm sorry, I was thinking of pool party. Sorry. So you're staying at Waterfront Hotel, but the socials will gonna be at somewhere like.
It's just a different hall. Yeah, but it's not far, so we can get you there, right? And
yes,
get you back.
We have a car for you guys. So
don't worry, you won't get lost.
Yes.
We never lose anybody. 24 years, knock glass, and we haven't lost anyone yet that didn't want to be lost. We do have some guys that refuse to come home, but that's their choice.
Yes.
That's fine. All right. We had an employee once who went to Peru and didn't want to come back, and begged us to let him work from Peru because he wanted to marry the woman in Peru. And he did, and we let him stay there. And it was very interesting.
Nice.
All right. Ronna, did many Filipina play golf?
Not much.
Do you have a golf course in the golf?
We do have a lot of golf course,
okay.
but it's quite expensive. It's for rich people only. So.
For the rich people. Yeah. Like it used to be way back when.
Sorry about that.
Do the women in the Philippines, Francis wants to know, watch these live videos?
Yes, of course. Especially to those my family and friends on Facebook.
Ronna has this huge contingent of people,
and the staff
this fan
too.
base that watch, and the staff. But he's talking about like the women members. Are they watching it?
Yeah, I heard like 5. My friends on Facebook, so they're watching.
They're watching, so they'll watch from time to time, of course. All right. Great webcast, EC says. Thank you so much. I like the Spanish-looking ladies in the Philippines. Which of the socials is best for meeting these ladies with the Spanish influences? So would it be like CEBU or Davao that has more of a Spanish influence, would you say?
More in Cebu.
More in Cebu, you think?
More in Cebu.
Well, there you go. More in Cebu. All right. And I think for the last question of the night here is going to come to our wonderful Sly, who says, wow, Ronaldo videos are great. Chris found a beauty.
Yes,
Chris did find a beauty, didn't he?
Everyone will find their beauties.
And Rob found a beauty too. All right.
Thank you.
And Tanya found a beauty over here.
Yeah,
I just want to say. Tanya did really well.
Everyone has the beauty in there and them.
I just ruined a really special moment, so I'm sorry. I'm really bad at that. But
some others, some they joke themselves that I found a beauty, but I'm the beast. The guys call it.
Yes, that's the way it's supposed to be. Of course, I found a beauty with Tanya.
Even
She's
Beauty and the Beast fell in love with each other.
That's right. That's right. But watching that video with Christopher, that was amazing. He did really, really well. And guys, this isn't some unattainable thing. It's there. You just have to put yourself in that position. You have to put yourself out there, and you have to do it. And then it can happen if you want it to happen. It all is between your ears, right? It's right up there in your head. If you want it to happen, it's going to happen. If you don't, or if you're worried about this or that, or if you start making up all these problems in your mind of why you can't do it, and all these obstacles that are in your mind, then of course it's not going to happen. Just like anything else. Just like, let's say you want to start your own business. But what about this? What about the tax? What about this?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes just do it, and it'll just work, right? It'll work its way out. We curse ourselves sometimes with all the things that we think about in our mind that never happen, never take place, but in our mind we play it through so many times, and we just stop ourselves from doing these things. And I can say that because I've been doing so many seminars, and I've talked to so many guys over the last 20 some years, and I hear it over and over again. I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done this 15 years ago. I wish I would have done this. But my friends told me not to. My family told me not to. I wasn't sure about this. I wasn't sure about that. I did You know what? And then you're on your deathbed, and you're like, you know, I really should have done that, and then you're dead. All right, that's just how life is. So guys, don't wait till you're dead. Sorry, but you know, you make that choice that you want to be able to be one of those guys and at least experience it. And again, worst case scenarios, you're in a room like that, you're having fun with a bunch of wonderful women, then they're going to take you out on dates, show you a bunch of cool things around CEBU or Davao. And you'll probably go to some weird islands, and you'll see some weird churches, and you'll see all kinds of cool stuff. You'll eat some really strange food. I'm sorry, but some of the Philippine food is a little strange.
Yeah, strange.
Yes, yeah, a little strange. But you know what? That's all cool. And these are things that you will remember for a lifetime. So what are you waiting for? Go over, have a blast, have fun, and do it.
Yes.
All right? All right.
Yeah, and we hope to share your story someday too. Yeah.
Oh, Rob said something in here. Proud of my beautiful wife.
Hello.
Great job. Rob's watching, of course. I love you. He's saying that to you. I love you. It's always like watching Beauty and the Beast on Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, Rob, so much. Yeah.
Love you, dear.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you guys in Cebu, especially my hubby. And congratulations to Christopher and Miriam. Yes.
Yeah, you guys did great. You did a great job out there. All right. Ronna, I want to thank you so much for being here and giving us all your wonderful insights.
Thank you.
No, you're the one that they're tuning in for.
Thank AFA, actually.
Thank AFA.
AFA, God bless AFA more.
Yeah. I love it that you can share your thoughts, your insight with these guys and let them know what real women are thinking instead of us guys saying it all the time. So it's great. All right, guys. So we're going to go until next time. It's not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. Ronna will be back with another wonderful show with, I'm sure, a lot more footage from these last tours. We might even throw in a little Thailand footage. You know, our Thai tour is starting today. Some of the guys that were in the Philippines jumped over to the Thailand tour as well. So that's a wonderful opportunity too. It's not a far way to go. So, all right. Till next time, guys. Thank you so much. Be safe.
Yes, and thank you, John and Jolly from Houston, Texas. I love you guys. I love my family in the Philippines and my friends here all over USA.
All right.
So happy and great that I met Christopher.
My experience with Foreign Affair has been breathtaking, like no other. The tour, the staff, all of Foreign Affair has been excellent. I don't want to date anyone else. I don't want to meet anyone else. This is the one for me. I have something I want to say, ask you. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. And that's why you're smiling when I asked you
What was going on?
what was going on. That's why you smile.